This muscle which we are discussing today is transversus abdominis. So the muscle fiber is oriented horizontally, therefore it is called transversus. It is present in the anterior abdominal wall, therefore called abdominis. It takes origin from the inner lip of the iliac crest. The ventral segment of iliac crest has got three lips: outer lip, intermediate lip and inner lip. Outer lips gives insertion of external oblique, intermediate lips gives origin to internal oblique, and innermost lip gives origin to the inner lip, gives origin to this muscle, transversus abdominis. This transversus abdominis is one of the three muscles of the anterior abdominal wall. It's the deepest of the three. You can see that we have retracted the external oblique and transversus and internal oblique to see the transversus abdominis. You can see here the forceps is holding the internal oblique, okay, and you can see here my finger is holding the external oblique, okay. So here we can see the deepest muscle of the anterior abdominal wall, transversus abdominis. The origin of this muscle is from the inner lip of the ventral segment of the iliac crest. Also it takes origin from the upper surface of the inguinal ligament, the outer 1/3 of the upper surface of inguinal ligament. Its tendon is actually an aponeurosis. It's a flattened tendon. It passes behind the rectus sheath. It forms the posterior wall of the rectus sheath behind the rectus abdominis muscle, and across the linea alba, you can see the umbilicus here I am showing you. See, across the linea alba and umbilicus, it is continuous with the opposite side transversus abdominis aponeurosis. It also gains attachment to the costal margin and the xiphoid process, that is the other attachments. Transversus abdominis muscle and the other two muscles, external oblique and internal oblique, all gains attachment to the posterior abdominal wall via thoracolumbar fascia, okay, that is to form a continuation, okay. This transversus abdominis, you can see the nerve supply of this clearly. Can you see thread like structures coming out of this in lower down place? Yeah, here in upper place also it is there. Forceps is holding that. So these thread like structures are the nerves. We are showing few nerves here, but actually it is supplied by 4 thoracic nerves, that is T7 to T12 spinal nerves and the first lumbar nerve. So these many nerves will supply the transversus abdominis. The action of transversus abdominis is axial rotation of the vertebral column, lumbar vertebral column. The external oblique, internal oblique and transversus abdominis, all these three muscles, the contraction of these muscles will cause intra-abdominal pressure to be raised. That is important in case if we want to defecate, that is empty the stool or the rectum and anal canal to empty the stools. We want to empty the bladder, that process is called micturition. We want to empty the uterus, menstruation or during pregnancy we can empty the uterus, is emptying of the uterus is called as parturition, that is delivery or labor. So these are the other actions of these three muscles, the external oblique, internal oblique and transverse abdominis, all together contracts to increase the intra-abdominal pressures in order to empty the luminal organs like the GIT, the gastrointestinal tract, the UT or the urinary tract, and the GT or the genital tract. All these tracts it will do, okay. The nerve supply already I told, lower 6 thoracic nerves and the first lumbar nerve. The transverse abdominis along with the internal oblique forms one tendon, conjoint tendon in the lowermost part to get attached to pubic crest. That is also one of the area of interest. Thank you for watching and learning from Logic Medico. If you gain knowledge from the video, kindly consider subscribing and consider liking the video. Thank you once again. Share this video with your friends too. Thank you.